I think Alliance are suffering from over-promising when the Assembly was suspended and then not being able to deliver on that. I also think the Alliance Party are struggling amongst unionists because of the stance on Irish language over the last number of months. That does not play well with moderate unionists. Alliance will see that that dissatisfaction growing. But on the unionist side of things, I actually think the more interesting thing in this poll is the party who weren't actually polled, but people were asked would they support them, and that of course is Reform UK. And Reform UK in this poll, I would be very concerned if I was TUV or DUP, because in this poll there is about 10% of the electorate, almost all TUV and DUP voters, who have said they will definitely vote for reform if reform were to stand. That would deliver reform. That 10% of the electorate would deliver reform seats in the Northern Ireland Assembly.
Bring
reform,
back David McNary.
well, they would have seats, if this polling is right, they'd have seats in Holyrood, in the Senate, at Westminster, and in Stormont as well. They would be the only truly national party that there is. Now, where are those seats coming from? We can see they're coming from unionists. So I don't know what links the parties have in with Nigel Farage. I mean, clearly the DUP have some links because Nigel Farage was endorsing their candidates whilst doing an official pact with the TUV. I don't know where Jim Allister stands on that. Are they throwing their lot in with Advance UK? Yeah. They have said they're going to stand in the Northern Ireland Assembly election as well. I would imagine it's going to be a lot better for the TUV to do a deal with Advance UK and Ben Habib rather than allow them to stand in the election. Look, this is going to be a very crowded field for unionism if Reform and Advance stand. And it's very clear from this polling, and it'll be interesting to see if the Belfast Telegraph include Reform UK in the next polling, and I think they should, because I think it would be very interesting to see that Reform are going to win seats if this underlying data that we've got from this poll is right. And that's where